one building, one movie screen, a lot of history. The Rowland Theatre in downtown Philipsburg has been serving its community for almost 100 years. We went to visit the building and see what's kept it up and running.
The doors open on June 4th, so the actual 100-year anniversary will be June 4th, 2017, but we plan to make it a year-long celebration. It is very exciting. It's a great time to be on the board. We have been meeting. Like I said, we want to have a year-long celebration.
That celebration includes an orchestra playing original scores to silent movies while they play, and the big birthday celebration the day the theater hits 100 years. A big celebration for a one-of-a-kind movie theater.
As far as we know, we have the largest silver screen in central Pennsylvania. Silver screen's kind of nostalgic. I think other movie theater screens are not silver screens, so it's a very large screen.
Now the screen may be updated, but there's still a lot of original personality in the building.
It is, there's a lot of original parts left of the theater. There were some renovations, but we have a section of seats, we have a balcony. There's a section of seats at the top. There's a lower part of the balcony and a top part. The top part of the balcony has the original 1917 seats. There's dressing rooms underneath the stage. I mean, they're the original dressing rooms. I mean, for the most part, this is the original building. There's been updated painting. I mean, the marble around here is still the same. The windows above the concession stand are the original. Stained glass windows there, the brass railings. I mean, most of it is the original. When you walk through the doors, what you're seeing is very similar to what you would have seen 100 years ago. The theater's on the National Register of Historic Places, so it is a historical landmark. The fact that it is still open and in operation 100 years later, that's quite a testament. I think it's Philipsburg's best tourist attraction. People do come from out of town here, so I think it's just an important landmark for Philipsburg. I love every part of this theater.
And she isn't the only one. This theater has an entire community supporting it.
The community's great. People are nostalgic for the Rowland Theatre. I mean, people that move away, when they come back, they want to come here. They have nothing but good things to say about their memories of growing up here because it's been here 100 years. If you've lived in this area, you do have a memory of the Rowland Theatre. And I love to ask people, what's the first movie you remember seeing here? And people always remember, like there's that one movie that they remember coming as a young person. So it brings a lot of joy to people, a lot of memories for people.
And the board doesn't want those memories or the theater to go away.
It's important to keep history alive for people so you don't lose your past. There's not a lot of places that you can say that are 100 years old, a business, that you can still go in and be a part of. And so I think it's just very important to keep that past alive.
And how will they do that? By restoring the front of the theater to its original look.
One of the biggest renovation projects being done in our lifetime at this theater. We are going to be restoring the marquee to its original 1917 size and structure. In 1917, the marquee was made of glass and copper, and it extended out over the curb about 2.5 feet. In 1917, that wasn't a problem. The traffic of 1917 didn't threaten the marquee. So because it's going to be the original size of the 1917 marquee, we are going to extend. We're going to create the Rollins Centennial Plaza. So we're going to extend the walkway the entire length of the building out about 6 feet from the current curb. It will be made of engraved bricks. That's how we hope to fund the marquee. We want people to be a part of the Rollins Centennial Plaza. The marquee itself, in 1917, the glass marquee had the words "The Rowland Theatre" on all 3 sides of it. It didn't advertise the movies. The movies back then were put on these big billboards that were on the sidewalk. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the Rowland Theatre on it. It won't be the movies. The movies will be advertised on a standing digital sign that will come up from the sidewalk. And it'll be operated by a computer. So that's going to be very modern. So we're going to have this old structure kind of linking the past to the future even. So we'll have that digital standing marquee on the sidewalk. We'll have the Rollins Centennial Plaza. we'll hope to have some period lighting, and then we'll have the glass marquee. It'll be glass and aluminum, and it'll be illuminated underneath with lights, and it'll just make the front of the building beautiful.
Beautiful, and still set it apart as a one-screen movie theater.
A lot of theaters that have an interesting history, like, converted to a multiplex at some point in their history. What's unique about this is we kept it as the single screen. This is what you went to in 1917, and you still come to it like this in 2017. So it does make it for a unique experience.
And they hope that people help by buying bricks, coming to the theater, and enjoying a film surrounded by history.
We just hope the public keeps coming to support us. Our doors remain open because of the people that come through the door. I mean, they've supported us for 100 years. We'd love for them to support us for the next 100 years. Help us restore the marquee, and just help us keep our doors open.
Bricks can be purchased for $100 to help restore the marquee.